Well, hello everybody and happy Tuesday. It is Tuesday, May 23rd at 7 p.m. Eastern, and this is Lisa Freeman from stampingwithlisa.com, and I'm coming to you live. And this was a special request from Melanie. So she sent me a message today, and she said, can you please come on live and do a little chit chat on here so we can talk before the video, because Spice Girl wants to see you and do a little chit chat. So I'm on here. So I am on here with no bra on. I'm in my pajamas, in my nightgown, and I almost didn't have makeup or anything on because I just got out of the shower like 30 minutes ago, and I was gonna come on here with no makeup, no hair, no nothing. And about 20 minutes ago, I sat down and I turned the camera on just to see what I look like, and I'm like, oh no, I cannot do this. So I went and just put on a little bit of makeup, like just a teeny bit, and did my hair just a teeny bit. So I said, I cannot go in public looking that bad. So, but I don't have a bra on. See, no bra. So I am just hanging loose. So we are going to have a little chit chat for Spice Girl and everybody else on here. So I just wanted to say, hey, everybody. And let's see who's on here. We've got Beth and Sharon and Tony. Oh, I forgot to turn the volume up. Hold on. Let me hit the volume real quick. I forgot to turn that up. Hold on. I forgot to do that, so maybe you can't hear me. Hold on. Okay. There we go. All right. So there we go. Now, let me fix it again. Okay. So we've got Beth and Sharon and Tony, Diana, Sherry, Marie, let me see, I already said Tony, Laura, Lita, Spice Girl, Julie, Francis, Carol, Cynthia, Reva, Annie. I think I already said Carol. Yeah, like I said Carol. Hope everybody's doing well. Oh, feeling good. That's good. Barbara. Oh, got a card from Spice Girl. That's good. I got a couple cards in the mail that are absolutely beautiful. Tootsie. We've got Tootsie on here today. Oh, let me catch up because I'm seeing myself delayed on here. Oh, just a little bit. Let's see. Wendy. How's everybody doing? Hope you guys had an awesome day. We are still having the most beautiful weather. This is the first year that I ever remember having a spring, because normally we have winter and then, here is a little bit flat. I should have put some spray in it. Usually we have winter and then we have summer, and we just never get spring. So this spring has been actual spring. We've had the 70s and it's like gorgeous outside. And so I went strawberry picking this morning, and I got a ton of strawberries, and then I worked in the yard a little bit and I stamped a little bit, came up with this card today, and it was just gorgeous outside. I sound just like Miss Nancy from Romper Room. You guys are funny. Oh, hey, Debbie. It's summer there. Ooh, I'm telling you, it has been absolutely gorgeous. And so our strawberry season started April 1st, which is really early. And I went strawberry picking today, and they're just like peaking. I mean, there were like a million. I was getting handfuls and handfuls and handfuls. I went down one row, maybe like not even half of a row, and I just got 3 buckets of strawberries. So they are everywhere. And we didn't even hit 70 degrees today. It was just absolutely beautiful. So the weather is absolutely gorgeous. I'm loving, loving, loving it. Oh, thank you, Carol. So everybody doing well? I hope you guys are having some good, oh, Diana, you got your card today. That's good. Oh, yesterday. Oh, thank you, Betty. Thank you, Cynthia. You guys are so sweet. Thank you, Julie. Thanks, Barbara. You guys are so nice. If you had seen me without makeup, you might have been like, oh, wow, she looks terrible. I know, the strawberries are good. I had to come home and eat a big bowl of them. with some Tillamook ice cream. So this is the card we're making today. Actually, we're making 5 of them because this is a piece of paper that is in the pack that you can cut and make 6 of them at the same time. Linda says she used to pick strawberries in Pungo. I used to go to Pungo too and pick strawberries, but now they've got one closer to my house, so I don't have to drive all the way over there. And Taina says, I've thought about Romper Room when watching Lisa's videos too. I told you guys I was on Romper Room, didn't I? We had, what was her name? It was my friend's mom when I was growing up. I can't think of what her name was, though. I want to say it was Kathy. But, yeah, when I was like 3 or 4 years old, I was on Romper Room because my friend's mom was the lady that did it locally here. Because, you know, everybody had a local Romper Room thing. It wasn't like everybody had Romper Room, but it was a local person that did it. Oh, Wendy says the strawberries are just developing in the UK. I know. I'm watching Facebook, and you know, my friends are on the Stampin' Up trip, and I cashed out this year. I didn't go, so I'm kind of bummed, but I needed the money instead, and I couldn't take off work. So, plus I didn't really have anybody to go with me because I don't have a guy. I could have taken Spice Girl, but she wouldn't have been feeling too good. Oh, you didn't have Romper Room. You had Uncle Jimmy's Clubhouse. Ah, we didn't have that. We had Romper Room and what was that other show? Mr. Green Jeans. I think it was, no, Captain Kangaroo. We had Captain Kangaroo. Oh, they're picking strawberries in Ohio. Oh, Spice Girl says she's beautiful no matter what. Come on, Mel. What's the name of the soup you made and brought me? Is Mel on here? She's the one who asked me to show myself. So she should be watching. Captain Kangaroo, yeah. Used to watch that all the time. You guys are so funny. It wasn't the same hostess for everybody. No. It was not. Okay. So are you guys ready to stamp? Oh, let me show you my happy mail I got. So I got 2 really cool cards today. So this one is from Kimberly O'Brien. So this one is with the what is that set called? I can't remember the bottles. I don't know what that bottle set is called. I haven't used it in so long, but it's so pretty. I love the colors she's using. It's almost the same colors as my card today. It's almost exactly the same colors. And when you open it, oh, she wrote me a note in there. So, and she's coming to visit maybe sometime soon. She has relatives that live pretty close to here. So that's the first card I got. And then I got another one that is a fun fold card that is really cool. This one is from Annette Harp, and she sent this card, and it's like a step card, and then it comes out like that. So it's really cool. It's got all these layers. So that's what it looks like from the side. So thank you, Annette. She says, I love watching your videos. 90% of my cards I make come from watching your videos. Thanks for the inspiration. So I thought that was really sweet. And I love that card. So I'm going to have to try and make that one day. I don't do too many fun folds. So I will have to start doing more of those. So Debbie Spicer said, she said she would have gone. I know. I'm definitely going next year because it's Mexico. Oh, thanks, Lita. You're so sweet. Okay. Remember all the ping pong balls? No, I don't. You know, that was like, oh my gosh. Let me see. I'm 57th. That was like 50 some years ago. I'm old now. I'm thinking my 40th high school reunion is this summer. It's in August. And that makes me feel really old. I know. I just can't believe it. I was sitting there thinking, I'm like, I cannot believe I graduated from high school 40 years ago. That's just crazy. Crazy. It just doesn't seem like it's been that long ago. Ping pong balls on Captain Kangaroo. I don't remember that. I remember watching the show, but I don't remember the ping pong balls. I know. I got to find a guy. There's just none around here. It seems like all the good guys are taken. I gotta tell you guys a funny story. um, this lady came, well, actually, I got a couple funny stories. So yesterday, I'll tell you the one that you got to see my facial expressions. So this lady came in yesterday to work, and hey, Starla. Hey, Mel. She's finally on here. So, Mel, I am on here because of you. So this lady came in yesterday to work, and she walked in the door, and she had this look on her face like she had seen a ghost. It was the funniest thing. She she just looked like okay, this is her expression when she walked in the door. And this is like the whole time she was there. This was her look. It was like so she walked in the door, and the whole time she's like signing in, and she's just got this look on her face, like with her eyes like popping open. So I looked at one of my coworkers, and I'm like, look at this lady right here checking in. Because she just like, you know, it's one thing like if you see something, you go, oh my God, you know, like you're scared or something. But she just like had that look on her face the whole time. And so I checked her in, and I look at her license, and her license had the same look. So that was like her permanent facial expression. And I was just dying. So every time she was in the waiting room for like 20 or 30 minutes, and every time somebody walked up, I'm like, look at the lady over there. And everybody just kept laughing because it was like we couldn't figure out what was going on because she just had that look like she had just seen a ghost. It was so funny. I was gonna die. So anyway, I kept laughing about that the whole night long. So every time somebody walked up, I'd go. So anyway, that was one thing that was funny last night. And then I'll tell you about the other things. So I'm going to turn the camera down. So let me get situated. So let me see. I got to turn this. Let me see. Where's the button? Okay. So we got to turn it down. And then I got to put this in here. And see if we're straight. Okay. Am I straight? I think so. I would die from laughter explosion is if I lived at least this. Okay. You guys are funny. I'm telling you, it's funny at work because every time I start laughing like that, everybody starts walking up to the front, and they're like, okay, what's going on now? And they all want to know what's going on because I always start laughing so hard. And you know, then I got to tell other patients what's so funny because they're all sitting in the waiting room looking at me. Okay. So this is the stamp set that I'm using, and it's called Gorgeously Made, and it comes with the rubber stamps, and you also get the dies, and it has one of those spiral dies in there. And then this one, so you can cut like funny edges. And you know what's so funny? And then you have this one for the words, so you can cut your words out kind of like they look torn, and then you've got those in there. So that's really pretty. And then the paper that comes with it is gorgeous. And you know what's so funny is I saw samples with this, and I thought people were actually ripping the paper like to make these cards. And I saw all these cards, and I'm like, wow, people are all ripping this paper up. And I'm like, that's so weird. Why are they ripping all the paper? So I thought when I saw a card with this paper that all this was ripped, but it's not. So that's one of the pieces, and then that's the back, and then that's another piece, and that's the back. That's the same pieces I just showed you. And then that's another piece that I saw that somebody used that was, it looks like it's all ripped and layered like that. And then that's another piece that's all layered looking. And then that's the piece I'm using. So that what I did was I cut it like down the middle, and then I just cut it in 3 pieces. So I got the 6 pieces. So I used 1, and I've got 5 left. And the little piece that I got for behind the thank you is what was left over when I trimmed off a little bit to make it small enough for the front of the card. So the piece behind the thank you is just a little piece that I cut off the edge. So that's where that came from. And then that one, I love that one. I think that's a really pretty piece. And then this piece is almost the same as this one, except the whole entire sheet is the flowers. So it's not like the bare space in the middle. And then that's the back of that. So gorgeous paper. Love it. And that's called Masterfully Made. Oh, Lynn says she's had a long day and she's exhausted. It's good to hear my laughter. Well, I am so glad I can make you laugh. Spice Girl says, don't you love the way Lisa can entertain herself? Starless says, I'd probably pee my pants. I would be laughing so hard. Yes, I do have fun wherever I go. I am very fun to work with. I know. I have a good time. Oh, and don't forget, this is the card kit for the month, well, for the rest of the month. So if you place an order of $50 or more, you get this card kit in the mail. If you use the host code, make sure you're using that host code or else you won't get it. I'm going to be strict now. You have to use that, the host code, if your order is over $50. And then if it's over $100 and you use the host code, then you'll get a pack of the rhinestones too. So don't forget. And that's how you get it. All right, so let me show you what you got to use here. And don't forget to do the thumbs up. We've only got 36 thumbs up, so we're missing a lot of thumbs ups. Thumbs ups. That sounds weird. All right, so you need 5.5 by 8.5 pretty peacock, 5 of those. So we're doing 5 of everything. 5 1/4 by 4 white, 5 1/4 by 4 designer paper that I just showed you, 2 3/8 circle. So that's the new punch. This punch right here, I punched those out ahead of time. I did everything ahead of time to save time. And then this piece right here is pretty peacock, 3 by 1 1/4. 5 of those. And then this is that little piece I was telling you about. It's 2 by 3/4. That's the piece that is the piece I cut off the bottom. So that's where I got that little strip from. So 5 of those, and then 5 of the white. Let me put that here. So for the words, 1/2 by 1 3/4 for the thank you. So there's all your pieces. Whoops, I think I'm a little bit too high. Let me pull it down just a little bit. And I'm crooked. A little bit crooked. Okay. I think that's good. Oh, Annie's got 50th reunion next year. Always think about the guy allergic to oxygen. What? That's crazy. Oh, one of my coworkers last night, this girl, it was so irritating. Did everybody get a screenshot? She was in the waiting room and she's on speakerphone, like getting her cable hooked up. And so I was getting ready to go out there and tell her to go outside or something because it was so annoying because she's on her speakerphone talking to the cable guy about getting her cable hooked up. And, you know, there's like 20 people in the waiting room and she's just like talking really loud. And it was just annoying listening to her. So I was going to go out there and tell her to stop it. And then my coworker calls her to check in. And she's still talking on the phone. I don't check in people if they're on their phone. I tell them, okay, either you get off your phone or, you know, you just go out in the waiting room because I'm not going to check you in while you're talking on a phone. So the lady, my coworker said the same thing. She said, I'm not going to check you in while you're on the phone. So the lady goes, can you hold on? This lady won't check me in while I'm talking to you. I'm like, how rude. People just kill me. Anyway. All right. So for the inside of the card, I just did this. So we'll do that. I think I'm going to do the circles first. So let me get some scrap paper. All right. So we're going to do the circles. all together. So first thing I did was the long yellow piece. So this is with a lemon lime twist. This would not fit on a regular block, so I had to put it like diagonal because this block was a little bit too small, but I didn't want to use like a giant block. So I kind of squeezed it on here. So I just kind of need to do a little bit of it. So what I did was I just kind of put it towards the bottom, and then I just kind of did it like 3 times. So I just wanted a little bit of that yellow. It's going to be mostly covered up by the thank you, so it doesn't really matter. We're just putting a little bit of layer, so it kind of looks like grass almost. So the other funny story I have from work is this this older black couple came in, and they were the husband was just as cute as he could be. They were like 80 years old. And well, they were both cute, but the husband was just especially cute. And he just had this beautiful smile, and he was so sweet. And so normally when somebody comes in, I like to just check in that person, and I don't like the other person with them, because I like to talk to just the person who's checking in, and there's only one chair. So, but you know, and I know some of you guys probably do this with your spouses too, but sometimes the wives like to just take over the whole thing. So, and I know sometimes you have a husband who can't do anything, you know, he just can't speak for himself. But, you know, I'd like to ask the husband what's going on and ask him the questions, because, you know, sometimes the wives just want to just take over everything. So this wife wanted to take over everything. She just would not let him answer a single question. And it was really driving me crazy because, you know, I'm asking him like, you know, what's your address? What's your phone number? What's your date of birth? You know, those kind of questions. And she's answering every single question. What's your phone number? Everything. And I'm just getting mad because I'm like, will you let him answer a question? So finally I said, wow, she's really not letting you get a word in edgewise, is she? And I always say it, you know, with a little laugh, you know, so I'm not like being mean or anything. I'm just kind of say it like that. And he has this big smile on his face because he's like, oh no. Because I guess nobody says anything to her because she's always like that. And she says, okay, I'm not going to hate you. I'm not going to hate you. And I said, well, I'm just trying to get him to answer the question because he's the patient. And she goes, well, I just always take care of all this stuff for him. I can't tell if this is upside down or not because I don't have my glasses on. And let's see. Oh, it was upside down. Okay, so I said, well, I you know, he's the patient, so I really want him to answer the questions. And she goes, well, I just like to do it for him. And I said, well, can he talk? And she goes, well, of course he can. And I said, well, then why don't you just let him answer the question? And she's like, so I start asking him some more questions. She just answers every single one. And he's just sitting there with this big grin on his face. And so I'm looking at him just cracking up thinking, oh my gosh, you know, does she ever let him say a word ever? And so I just didn't even say anything. And so I finished checking him in. And of course, she had to sign all the papers. You know, she wouldn't even let him sign the papers. And I'm thinking to myself, there's nothing wrong with him. He wasn't like handicapped, disabled, nothing wrong with him. He was perfectly fine to do everything by himself, but she just wouldn't let him. So we finished, and then I said, okay. I said, well, it was so good talking to you. I said, and she said, he starts dying laughing. And she says, Lisa, now Lisa, are you just a joker? You're just being a joker, aren't you? And I said, well, I said, you wouldn't let him talk at all. And I said, I asked you if you would let him talk, and you said you would, but then you didn't. And she said, well, she said, I'm just so used to doing it. And I said, I see. So then they went out in the waiting room, and he sits down, and he kind of sat right looking at me, and he just kept looking at me and cracking up and looking at me and cracking up. So we just kind of had the eye contact going on, and it was just like I made his day. You could just tell I made his day. He was just because I guess nobody ever says anything to her, and she always does that. But it was so funny. And then on the way out, she stopped. She said, "Okay, Lisa." She said, "You have a great night, okay?" She said, "You just made my husband's day." And I said, "Okay." But they were so funny. All right, so we're going to stamp that right on top. And this is the same one we're going to put on the inside, too. But I love talking to people, especially when they're fun, you know. Sometimes you get some old people that are like real old and crotchety, but they were fun. Even though you could tell, you know, she was used to taking care of everything. She kind of took it, you know, in fun. You know, she took it in fun. She didn't get mad or anything. All right, so on the inside, we're going to do the same thing, except we're going to do it twice. So we're going to stamp here and then do one second generation. I was the only person picking today in the strawberry field, too. When I left, there was about 3 or 4 people coming in. But I was like, I just couldn't believe there's like nobody there. I wish I had more time. I'd be going there like all the time. All right, so we're going to do the words on this little teeny piece here. Hopefully I can get them straight. Oh, close enough. I think I'm going to turn into a strawberry. I do need to make some jam, though. I have all these strawberries now. I got to either make a pie or some jam or something. I bought the stuff to make freezer jam. Okay, they're a teeny bit high, but that's okay. All right, so now what I want to do is do the edges with everything. So I'll read some comments real quick and get a drink of water. So thirsty. Let's see. Oh, I gotta put my glasses back on. Have to hop off the computer. Bye, Starla. Yeah, I wish we could do that with the phones, but they won't let us that work. I don't know why, because most doctor's offices say no cell phones, but it just aggravates me when people have that cell phone on. Husbands don't give all the information, but I told him me answering all the questions could be a sign of abuse. Yeah. I know sometimes the husbands forget stuff, but you know, it's just kind of aggravating sometimes when you ask the husbands the questions and the wife answers all the questions. I can't believe no one else was picking. I know it. It was crazy. I had the whole field all to myself. And they were just everywhere. I mean, there was like millions of strawberries. And I wish like other people would come pick them because they were going to go bad. There was just literally like millions. And nobody to pick them. All right, so we're just dipping each edge into the ink pad just to give it that color on the edge. And this is a brand new pad, so it's super juicy. This works well with the really juicy pads. So you just kind of dip it like straight in there. Try not to get your fingers in it. All right, and then we're going to do the same thing with the circles. So I'm just going to roll the circles really gently. try to get the whole thing. I think I missed part of it right there. I just think this is the coolest thing. It just gives it a really pretty color all around the edge. And there you go. So they're all done. And then we're just gonna put it all together. And I've got some pretty sequins. I don't know if you guys saw this. It comes, I forgot to show you the catalog. So in the catalog, it comes as a suite. So you get the bundle, the stamp set, the dies, and the paper, and the sequins. So it all comes together. All right, so now let's put it all together. Better view of the paper. Allergic to oxygen. How is somebody allergic to oxygen? I don't see how you could be allergic to oxygen. That seems impossible. All right, so this one's gonna go on the front. Oh, I think that one's empty. I had the weirdest thing happen today. I opened a brand new glue, and I've never had this happen before, but it wouldn't come out. It wouldn't come out. I'm squeezing it. Nothing came out. So I got a pin, stuck it in there. It finally started coming out, and it was like congealed. Have any of you guys ever had that happen before? I mean, I've been using this glue for like years. Never had this happen before. And I was squeezing it, and the glue was coming out like, that's really pretty on the back. It was coming out like, I don't even know what, kind of like styrofoam looking or something. It was weird. It was already hardened, and it was coming out like all in one long piece. It was the strangest thing I've ever seen. So I kept squeezing and just kept coming out. And I threw it away, brand new one. So I don't know how long I've had it, but I mean, I don't think I've had it very long, but it was very weird. And it was, oh, Danette says she got a bottle of glue like that. And it was so strange. I mean, it was sealed and brand new, so it wasn't like it had, you know, the lid was off or anything. I love this paper. And I stocked up on this glue because it went up $1.50. I don't know if you guys saw that or not, but it went from $4 to $5.50. So when I saw the price was going up, I stocked up on that because I use a lot of this stuff. And this one is almost empty. And I hope I have another one, or I'm going to be using something else. So I finished planting almost all my flowers now. I hate to really pull up these pansies because normally by this time of the year we have got such heat that all the pansies are dead. So it doesn't bother me to pull them up because they're all, you know, turning brown and they're real leggy, and they're pretty much dead by now. But I hate pulling them up when they're just gorgeous. But my vincas are starting to die, so I have to put them in there and pull the pansies out. So, I mean, really, this is the weirdest thing. I mean, I've lived here my whole entire life, and I don't ever remember the weather being this nice, this late in the year. And, you know, up until I moved to this part of Chesapeake, which was 3 years ago, I always had a swimming pool. And, I mean, I've always been swimming the whole month of May. But everybody I know who has a pool says it's just the water's too cold to go swimming because our nights are still in the 50s and the days are, you know, just in the 70s. So it's just too cold, which for me is great because I love it. And it's nice doing yard work and stuff. All right, so this is going to go like right about there. So we'll just put it like right, maybe about a third of the way down. And then put the circle on top of that. Kind of right in the middle of that one. Make sure you get it straight. I was just going to make one of these today, but I said, oh no, that would only take like 5 minutes. And I know you guys will get mad. I know you guys get mad when the video is so short. Did it get frozen? It sounds like it. Oh, did it freeze up? I didn't even notice it if it did. Sorry if it did. I missed it. I totally was paying attention to my paper. I love this paper. I hadn't even opened it yet, so I just had the front piece showing, and I didn't realize like how pretty it was until I actually opened it. And then I was like, oh, this says our customers and demonstrators. I should read that. What it says, what do you love about Stampin' Up! Something community? I wonder what that says on there. Usually you can't read what it says. And for the colors, a lot of you guys say I love what colors you use and stuff. All I did was I looked at the back of the paper. And if you guys didn't know that, on the back of every pack of designer paper that Stampin' Up! Makes, it always tells you what colors are in it. So I just went on the back and I looked at the colors. And I just picked out 3 colors that were in the paper. And just went and grabbed them off my shelf. And that's how I picked the colors. I knew I wanted Pretty Peacock because that's the main color on here. And then I wanted the yellow, which is Lemon Lime. And then I saw the Fresh Freesia in there and I said, oh, that looks pretty too. I kind of wanted Berry Burst, but I couldn't find my Berry Burst pad, but I like the Fresh Freesia in there too. I think I did this one a little bit too high. Made it home. Oh, you're already home. Dang, you must live really close. You made it home from Spice Girl's house? How close do you guys live to each other? Do you both live in the same city? Oh, Deborah says, I'm a tape runner girl, but glue is best for small pieces. Now, I'm the opposite. If I have a small piece, I'll usually use tape. And if I have the bigger pieces, I use the glue. Did the glue get frozen in shipping? Could have been. I don't know, because I ordered so much of it. I mean, I order it all the time. I don't know when I ordered that one. Oh, yeah, we need some more thumbs up. We only got 97. Susan says, you are such a fast card maker. All right, so then we need to stick all of these thank yous on. Let's turn all these over. I think for these, I am going to use the tape runner just because it's quicker. And I love this old tape. I know we don't have this one anymore, but I love that old tape. The snail. Better than the one we have now. That seal one. I don't know why. I just don't like that one. This one's always been good. And I have like a million of them left. Because when they went on the clearance rack, I ordered it like a million. But I use the glue more than anything. All right, so now what we're going to do is get the ribbon. So this is the Lost Lagoon ribbon, which is absolutely gorgeous. So I'm just going to put some tape on the back of this to put the ribbon on. And then I'm just going to make like the letter N. So I'm going to take the thank you and just start like down at the bottom. And then just kind of make the letter N. So I'm looping it and then just looping it back up. And then you just have it like that. And then you just snip it. So there's one. Oh, now they're all sticking. So we start it at an angle on the bottom, like that. And then loop it back down, loop it back up, and snip it. So these cards go really fast and you can make a bunch of them. So you could get 12 of these out of a pack. Oops. And they're super easy. And I love them, love them. So we need to have a pajama night on Saturday. Everybody wear your pajamas at 7 o'clock. So we'll all be braless at the same time. Pretty ribbon. I know, I love this ribbon. It's gorgeous. What did Debbie say? Debbie Spicer's on the wrong side of the tracks. Oh, I'm working with dainty flowers and I wish that I'd been smart like you and picked up a bunch of the snail. I know it. I know, because it was only like $1. I think it was $1 something, $1.50 or $1.75, something like that when it went on the clearance rack. But it sold out pretty quick. I did literally buy like 100 of them, probably, maybe even 150, I don't know. Okay. All right, then we're going to put these on with dimensionals. So we're done with that. So I'm going to put 4 on here just to make sure it's nice and secure and put them kind of on top of the ribbon to keep that on there. I don't know why I'm so thirsty today. You ever get days like that where you feel like you just drink like a gallon of water? And I've been drinking water all day. Okay. I'm going to take all these off. Okay, and then this one, you can put this wherever you want. I just kind of like stuck it over to the right side. There you go. And I brought my shimmer spray with me today. You could do shimmer spray or Wink of Stella, whatever you have. Give it some shimmer. I love Pretty Peacock. I'm so glad they brought Pretty Peacock back. I know some people take that take your pick tool and just like pop, pop, pop all these off. I have never been able to do that. I don't know why. I tried it, but I just can't get the hang of it. Mine never pops off that fast. Lovely cards. Thank you, Nicole. You come on down, Vicki. We would have so much fun. I do need an assistant. I was making cards. I was doing a swap. The other night at work, we were not busy. So I was doing a swap. So I had one of the girls helping me. And she was saying, she was so fun. I have a lot of younger girls that work with me. And she was like, we're crafting, we're crafting. She was all excited. So she was putting dimensionals on and taking them off for me. I was like, oh, it's so nice to have somebody helping me do something. Because it was Friday night. Or usually on Friday nights, we're not busy. All right. So now we're going to put some of these sequins on here. So I think I did one of each color. And I've got my take your pick tool. So I put one of the peacock ones. These come in peacock. I can't remember the colors. Does it say? It doesn't say. It probably is in the catalog what colors they are. And then I put a pink one up here. And then a white one. I guess they're white, like on that flower. You could use all the same color if you want to. It doesn't matter. I just decided to use one of each though. Didn't want anybody to feel left out. I love these sequins because they stick. I remember we had sequins that didn't stick and you had to put a glue dot on the back and they were such a pain in the butt. I never liked them back then, but they're so much better now that they stick. Oops. My sticky stuff came off. Oh, and I also brought, let me spray these real quick and I'll show you. I brought the new Take Your Pick Crafter's Tips. I just got those, so I was going to show you what comes in there. So let me spray these real quick and then I'll show you what you get because I just opened it. All right, so let's give it a quick squirt. And there you go. All nice and sparkly. So what do you guys think? Oh, and I got a joke too, so don't leave. And I gotta show you what these are. So, let me see. Just weed whacked my garden down and dug up the root. Still too cold to open a pool. Wear clothes off, PJs on every day. Well, thank you guys. Love the cards. First swim of the season last night. Now, Melanie, I think it's like 100 degrees there, isn't it? All right, so what you do, these are the 3 things that you get. So this one is like a rotary thing. You can make like, you know, coupons or some kind of serrated edge there. So these all go on this end, I think. I don't think it goes on this end because that's this tip. That goes with this one. So this is like a little, that looks like cleaning your teeth hook. I'm not sure what that does. Anybody know what this one is? Besides a cleaning your teeth dental hook? 100 degrees in Yuma. I would think you would be swimming in the pool all year. There. Okay, so this one has 2 ends. One is really sharp, like the pointy end that already comes with it, except it's even more pointy and longer. And then we have this end, which is like the dental cleaning tool to, pick off the back of the dimensionals. Maybe it is. I don't know. Probably would, I bet. So that would go, this one goes in, well, yeah, it goes in this end. So if it's in this one, so you can put either end in there. Oh, look how easy that does. Oh, yes. That's what it's for, I bet. I bet you that is exactly what it's for. To pick off the dimensionals. Does it pull ribbon through? I don't know. We'll have to see what this is for. Has anybody seen anybody use it yet? But I tell you what, it sure does pick these dimensional things off with it. So that's good. All right, so that's the one tip. So that goes in this end. I think I'm just going to leave that in there. Okay, so I guess these tips, oh, we got a X-Acto knife. So that goes on this end, the screwy tip. So we have an X-Acto knife tip. Be careful with that thing. You don't want to cut yourself. So that screws on. And then we have this one. Let's see if we can get something to use it on. Let's see what it does. It makes like little dashed lines. Do we have any cardstock? I don't have any cardstock to do it on. See that? Oh, you can make it on the edge of your paper. I don't have any cardstock to try it on though. I'll have to do that next time. Either way. That's interesting. Okay, so we'll have to try that. All right, so that's what you get in your new toolkit. You get those 3 edges. So X-Acto knife, and then the paper piercer with the plucker for the dimensionals, and then this thing. And I can't remember how much this was. I want to say, I don't remember. I can't remember. But this thing really works to take dimensional thingies off with, so I definitely have to try that. Okay, you ready for the joke? That's a funny one. So hold on. Perforating blade. What size is the blade? I don't know. I think it's about 1 inch across. This one is about 1 inch. Let me see. I got a ruler right here. Yeah, it's 1 inch. Can you order the attachments without? Yes, I just ordered the attachments. Yeah, it just comes just like this with just the attachments. I want to say it was like 20 bucks. I'm not positive though. The paper weeding tool is generally used in the die cutting with electronic cutting machines to remove the adhesive backing. Oh, so it's to remove adhesive backing from vinyl. Ah, I see. Well, it works good to remove the thing off of $21. Okay, so it really works to remove the backing off of dimensionals too. All right, so here is my joke. All right, so my wife and I went into town to shop. When we came out, there was a cop writing out a parking ticket. We went up to him and I said, "Come on, man, how about giving a senior citizen a break?" He just ignored us and continued writing the ticket. I called him a butthead. He glared at me and started writing another ticket for having worn out tires. So my wife called him a jerk. He finished writing the second ticket and put it on the windshield with the first. Then he started writing more tickets. This went on for about 20 minutes. The more we offended him, the more tickets he wrote. He finally finished, sneered at us, and walked away. Just then, our bus arrived, and we got on it and went home. We try to have a little fun each day now and then. Now that we're retired, it's so important at our age. I thought that was really funny. Oh, Brian says, "I'm braless most days unless I go out in public. Love my PJs too." Oh, Brian. I guess Brian is really Twyla. I saw Brian as braless, and I'm thinking, I hope Brian is a girl. Poor car owner. I know it. Wow, Nicole. I'm doing as little as possible today. All right, you guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Wow, we still finished before 8 o'clock, even having chit chat and doing 5 cards. We still finished in less than an hour. That is crazy. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and got a good laugh, or 2 or 3, and enjoyed our little chit chat. And remember, if you ever want to watch me when I'm not on, you can always go back and watch one of my 400 videos that I have on my channel. Some are live, some are not. So you can click on the live tab at the top, or just the video tab, depending on if you want to watch live videos or regular videos. So some are from my pre-live days when I used to do them on Facebook, or just before I did them on Facebook. So I have lots and lots and lots of videos on there. But anyway, I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. I'll see you on Saturday night. Barbara said, make that ghost face again. Yes. Everybody go around and make that ghost face tomorrow for your coworkers if you have some, or for your friends, or go to your husband and make that ghost face. That was just so funny. All right, until Saturday night, girls, I'll see you later. Have a great night. And don't forget to do thumbs up, like, subscribe, comment, share, all that good stuff for me. And I will see you soon. Bye-bye.